Woodland mini packs, Woodland double wide crossbody bags, multicam subguns, multicam micros, Coyote 12 gauge, multicam 12 gauge, and on and on. There's a crossbody bag over there in Coyote, normal, not a double wide. If there's something you want to see, shout it out. We'll come back and look at it. We shipped a ton of product last week. Hopefully, anybody get anything this weekend? You guys receive anything so far this weekend? Anybody get mail from us? Bobby, what's up? Gold Leader, Coos, what's up? Alpha Armor, Byron, what's going on? William S. Coos, was that was you doing the trailer, right? You're the weld guy. Glenn Young, what's up? Haven't seen you on in a minute. Steve, what's going on? Rallyman's triple pistol mag. Oh, you got some, William? You received them? Isaac, what's up? How are you? A few belts that finished up. End of the day Friday. Rallyman subloads. Those are all complete now. They've got all the leg straps and such. That trailer is fucking cool, man. That's super cool. That's the guy I sent to you, 3H. Kiri, what's up? How are you? More Coyote subgun micros finishing up. I have no idea what's out here. We were running wide open Friday. Looks like we're doing mini packs in Alpine. There's more double wide crossbody bags. These look like these are going to be 8 mag stacked chest rigs in multicam. Suspenders. The mystery box is fucking pretty awesome. The mystery box is going to be pretty good. You're going to get way more than the value of the cost. Eight mag stack bags right there. My favorite slur. I like all of them. I don't give a shit about you saying racist shit. I don't give a shit about you talk how you want to talk. The things that we call slurs now that are not acceptable, you speak in a normal language vocabulary right now, and in 5 years, you won't be able to say that. Social media is completely reprogramming all of your vocabulary. You're not allowed to say killed, murdered, or dead, right? You see all these content creators saying unalived. Why? Because if you say murdered or raped, YouTube unmonetizes you. So why am I saying it? Because we don't fucking make any money on YouTube anyways. YouTube doesn't pay us shit. But it's completely changing vocabulary. You want to blow your fucking mind? Go watch Raging Saddles. Is that what that show was called? What was the movie called? Raging Saddles? Go watch any fucking of the old comedy shit from the 80s. Fucking absolutely blow your mind. Blazing Saddles. Yes, Blazing Saddles. Yep. Yeah, speak however you want to speak. If I don't like the way you talk, I just won't fucking be involved in what you're doing. And if it bothers me enough, I'll just block it on social media where I don't see you. You want to call me fucking whitey, cracker, honky? I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. I'll laugh about it and make fun of you. It doesn't bother me. And most fucking people, the things that we virtue signal over, it doesn't bother them either. They only have an issue when the white guy says something about the black guy, because the black guys call themselves that all the time. If I have a black friend around, of course I'm not going to call him something that upsets him. And if his name is Tim, I'm also not going to call him Timmy because it upsets him. It's not his fucking name. I don't fucking care. We don't need social media guidelines. We need people to stop being little fucking cunts and just not participate in the shit they don't want to fucking be involved in. If you don't like what they say in the church that you happen to go to, don't go to that fucking church. Who the fuck is this guy? I'm the motherfucker you're listening to when you could be anywhere on the fucking internet. So what you should ask yourself is why you're fucking listening. Mel Brooks was a savage, yes. And who was the other guy from Airplane? What was that dude's name? You know, I never appreciated those films. We got HBO, I think when it first came out. You had cable, right? You had HBO or you had Cinemax, and we definitely couldn't afford both. The first R-rated movie I think I ever saw was on HBO, and it was The World According to Garp. That's the first movie I saw. But like the Airplane movies and stuff and all that like slapstick comedy shit, I didn't have an appreciation for it. I didn't ever pay attention to it. Justin, what's up? People should treat each other with respect. No, they fucking shouldn't. If you don't want to fucking, no. You don't get fucking treated with respect unless you earn fucking respect. If you don't like what I say, don't go where I fucking am. And if I say some shit you don't like, then fucking you try to knock my teeth out. That's the problem. Everybody wants to fucking call the police and use violence of a gun because they don't want to handle it themselves. How many little cunts at work go say some shit to the human resources officer about somebody they don't like, but they don't fucking say it to the guy they don't like? The first motherfucking thing human resources should do, or the principal or the teacher, is bring both parties being spoken to or about together. You should be able to face your accuser. Look at social media now. Look at all the fucking mainstream media bullshit. An unnamed witness, right? They don't ever name the motherfucker that's making the accusation. Tactical bacon. I don't know what that means. Remember the cable box that clicked? Yes, sir. Yep. First rated R movie I saw was The Ring. Was that Cablevision? I don't know what Cablevision was. We lived in San Diego, had HBO. Where am I? A business or a warehouse? You're in both. You're listening to the guy that started this company 35 years ago. And I have over 6,000 videos on YouTube, and I employ a bunch of people. And I lived in San Diego when I started my company when I was 17, and I now live in Tennessee, and I'm 53. Are you on performance enhancement? Absolutely, I am. Yeah. I'll be fucking 100% honest with you. Yes, I'm on a lot of fucking performance-enhancing drugs. You love San Diego. I couldn't wait to leave San Diego, man. And then when I was gone out of San Diego for about 5 years and went back, it was a complete fucking shithole. Not sure if it's R-rated, but the earliest grown-up movie I remember seeing on the Big Trouble Little China. Yeah, I saw that. Is the mystery box more lifestyle or loadout? Lifestyle, it could be either one. They freak out over calling it a master bedroom. Man, we moved into a place that had 2 master bedrooms. Master bedroom just means that it had had an ensuite bathroom is what that used to mean. It was where the parents stayed. Snow is a performance-enhancing drug. I don't know what that is. I love it when people like, are you on performance-enhancing drugs? You tell them yes, and then they don't say shit about it. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm on performance-enhancing drugs. Yes, lots of them. Do wasps not sting cat? Like, surely they get stung, right? Oh, cocaine? Tri-speed? Nah. Testosterone, cypionate enanthate, or cypionate propanate combination. Decadurabolin. HCG. And then for peptides, BPC 157 with TB 500 mixed together in the same syringe. And KPV, and then there's CJC 157, I think, and Samoralin. Samorelin is a peptide. It's a secretagogue for growth hormone. No wonder I'm so eager to scrap. Hey, listen, little cunt. You're watching a video right now that's my video. We'll go look at your channel, but you don't have any videos. That's because you don't say anything worth saying. And I don't know where you got that I'm willing to scrap from. But you can go anywhere on the motherfucking internet. You're exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't like what you're hearing or you don't like what I say, go fucking motherfucking somewhere else. You don't have to participate. That's the beauty of this. You don't need community guidelines. You don't need any of the bullshit you have that when you go tell. You don't need none of that shit. You just need to not be involved in shit you don't want to be involved in. But people have life so fucking simple that they virtue signal and get involved in shit because it makes them feel good because they don't actually motherfucking do anything in life. Like all you little cunts when you changed your profile picture to the black flag, or you changed your profile picture to George Floyd, or you changed your profile picture to the Ukrainian flag. You didn't help anybody. You just got a little bit of endorphin release. And now the next time it takes more and more and more to get it. And that's why wacky liberals are out there keying Teslas and shit, because they feel like they're actually doing something. They're going to start getting killed over it. You're going to see that's going to be a catalyst to some other shit. People did some shit and then felt fucking like they actually did something, and then they have to do a little more and a little more. And then they get bold and they go attack people's cars and they attack fucking women in their cars. You're going to see people murdered over it. They're going to lose their lives over some shit that they simply could have just not participated in. Bro is regabating, I think. I don't know what he's even trying to say. Gonna get stronger and bigger than you naturally easily. Dude, I hope so. I hope so, dude. I hope that you live a life where they don't poison your water and your air is not poisoned and you have availability to meat and proteins that are clean and not intoxicated and fucking just not fucking pumped full of fucking vaccines and shit. I hope they don't make you take shots in school that fucking change your fucking gut biome and change your DNA. And I hope that you can live at the level I live without having to spend all the money to enhance yourself like I do. I hope that for you. Fair weather protest, absolutely, man. Fluoride, right? Didn't Utah just become the first state to ban fluoride? Where did fluoride come from? The Nazis dosed all the water supply to the Jews with fluoride. Alcoa manufactures aluminum. The main byproduct that they have to fucking get rid of from aluminum is fluoride. Every country pays billions of dollars to move fluoride out of their country. The United States, the fucking dentist, they hired a dentist and a chiropractor, Alcoa did, and convinced Americans that fluoride was good for their teeth. The fluoride they put in your water is not the same fluoride that the dentist used to put in a gel form on your teeth. It's not even the same thing. Rick Jones, what up? Alex Jones was right. There's fucking hardly anything he was wrong about. You should listen to him now. It'll blow your fucking mind. Go listen to shit Alex Jones said 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago. Every bit of it's happened. Gumby, what's up? Yeah, Alcoa makes a lot of things, but Alcoa makes aluminum. You see Alcoa wheels. They're made with Alcoa aluminum, supposedly. I had Alcoa wheels on my one of my big trucks when I bought it. Tooth fluoride is elemental fluoride, the water hexafluoride from metal processing, like you said. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We don't have it in our water supply here. I also run a Berkey water filter with charcoal filters and a secondary filter that removes heavy metals and fluoride. Mystery box. Oh, you're going to love the mystery box. Where'd the kid go? Said, it's a trip when youngsters come in here and talk shit that they're going to be better. And you're like, I hope you're better. I hope that you're better than me. It took me 50 years to be here. I hope that at 20 years, you're surpassed where I am. And if you're not, it's your own motherfucking fault, because us guys walking around told you how to do it. You have somebody that has done it. You want to make millions of dollars? Ask somebody that's made millions of dollars how to make millions of dollars. You can't take fucking advice from people who are beneath you. Brandon, what's up? Yeah, all the semi-truck wheels are Alcoa for the most part, I think, or you see them anyways. Yeah, building 7. Fuck, how about the other 2? do we think that that's what really happened? We know they dropped building 7, but what about the other 2? How about the Pentagon? This room this room has cats. There's cats in here. We live in a fucking forest on a farm, and there's mice everywhere. Topical fluoride is beneficial. I don't think it is. Not like they fucking sold it. You can seal your teeth now. They literally put this film over your children's teeth. Your children will not ever get a single cavity by sealing their teeth. They don't have to use poison anymore. Yeah, it's definitely not a fucking plane. That was a fucking Tomahawk cruise missile. Yeah, it's very hard to find the stream. You have to want to be here to be here. And then you got a couple little retards that fucking wander in somehow. How about the firemen that came out of the Twin Towers that said there were still explosions going off? You'd wager bro has on Crocs based on this. No, I fuck women. I'm not into homosexuality like people that wear Crocs. What you're hearing is $10,000 in CVT tile when we built the building 10 years ago. It's closer to 20 grand in commercial tile now. I wore these shoes today in 2 different restaurants, Walmart and Lowe's, and my shoes did not squeak. They squeak on this tile. Almost all shoes, once you've been in this building for about 20 minutes, squeak. And there's 96 people on this video here right now. At least 50 of these people watching this video and participating here have been in my building. We know one another. We do business together. Their shoes squeak in here too. They'll tell you. Yeah, Pentagon was definitely hit by a missile. Do we wax the floor? No, we don't wax the floor. This floor has been, it was sealed once right after I bought it. They came in and sealed it. And then at best, when we have events here, all this equipment gets pushed back or compressed. And at best, we sweep and maybe mop in here. John has it. Yeah, this shit's special right here. This is custom. You can't afford this. Same with the gravel. Gravel's super, super loud. You could never come into my property with a vehicle and us not know you're here. Watch the video of the buildings going down. You see the, yeah, fuck yeah, you do. You don't got to convince me, bro. I probably believe some shit that you're not even comfortable with. I squeak only at SOE, and it drives her crazy because she wishes she squeaked everywhere. If I go see my mom in California, me and my sister will come meet y'all on the cross. Yeah, do it, man. Happy to say I've been there once. You've been here more than once. My shoes squeak at some buildings at work, right on. Absolutely, yeah. Everybody's shoes squeak here. When I put on a brand new pair of Solomons, they don't squeak for a couple hours, and then they start squeaking on this floor. These floors are thirsty. They fucking suck all the moisture and oils out of your shoe trying to survive. Ruben, you should look into what the state of Arizona does to the water and how they manage it and quote unquote treat it and who they sell it to and who actually owns the right. Oh yeah, that's how all of your water rights are going to be a commodity on the stock exchange. Look at all the grass that's being grown, all the hay that's being grown. You know where it goes? It goes to Saudi Arabia. All that fucking lush grass that gets cut, it doesn't feed animals in the United States. Doc Martens don't squeak, but that's the only brand that I know of. It's because you're not big enough to make your shoes squeak. Because you have little kids' Doc Martens. Are the inside of the mini packs coyote or black? I don't know, buddy. You're going to cover them up, man. You're not going to see it. Let's go look. You talking about these woodland ones? I think it's black. All people have to do is pay attention. And yeah, it's not the planes. Fuck no, it wasn't the planes. So are the planes remote controlled? Are the planes not even really there? Like, what's the deal with the planes? Were the planes really present? How come there's 163 cameras to the Pentagon, but you've only ever seen one camera angle? How many people do I have in manufacturing? I think we're 20 right now, but like, that's like 12 people sewing. The rest do other things. The palladiums don't, I don't know what palladiums are. CNN has only live streamed one Trump rally in 5 years. Yeah, the one where he was almost assassinated. That's what they need to do. That's what Trump should be doing. Who made the call to be at that rally? And grab that motherfucker up and extract information from him. You want to guess where it leads back to, though? What are we doing up here? Mini packs. That Velcro's all there so that you can put Velcro back pockets, though. You're not going to see the Velcro. I don't know, the floor was pretty slanted. I don't know what floor you're talking about being slanted. Thought I was getting my rig today since it came into sorting at 7 p.m. last night. Oh yeah, the Postal Service is fucked. You know, when Doge went to talk to the Postal Service, you know the head of the Postal Service resigned that day? You might see the Postal Service get a little fixed. Our post office here, our delivery people, fucking awesome. We got one new guy, drives a brand new white Corvette. He's a fucking piece of shit. That motherfucker leaves all of our packages outside. All of the older ladies that deliver, fucking driving hoopties, no air conditioner and shit, they're on point. We got one turd, and we got fucking like 10 great mail people here. Your problem with the mail service is not the local post office typically. It's the main sorting hubs. They have buildings that are like a mile long. You drive semi-trucks in one side, out the other. Those places need about 1,000 people to staff them. On the best fucking day, they have 300. They're not staffed. Did you get more Alpine? No, we have little scraps of Alpine. We're building existing orders with it. Do you have any antique double edge axes? I don't think I do. I've got a lot of really big saws. New mess pouches, nice. Job in Atlanta is always running. Everything's running behind with the mail service. Our mail people, fucking incredible. You may or may not know that Amazon did a contract with the mail service. So our mail carriers all have to be present at the post office at 4 a.m. to help sort and start packing Amazon. Our mail lady would run 2 deliveries, right? She'd have to go out twice. When they took over and Amazon started pushing packages, she runs 6 to 8 to 10 different fucking runs. We even have a Sunday delivery here, and all they do is deliver Amazon packages. Amazon pays the Postal Service $1 per package. They drop off with their semi trucks at all the postal hubs. They don't pay shit to have that shit delivered, and it is on the postal carriers to deliver it. Yeah, there's a sorting hub for UPS Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, there's also one, it's called the Nashville hub, but it's actually in Memphis. Joe, what's up? Rural carriers don't have at least 3 clapped out. Mine has 3. She will literally break down, call her husband. He will bring her another one, and she will leave the broken one on the side of the road, move everything into the other one, and keep driving. She has 3 vehicles. They're all identical, same vehicle. And they sit on one side and use the steering wheel across on the other side. How'd they get that? Because of corruption. Amazon's too big to fail. You know, Amazon flies illegal migrants in to work at their fucking hubs on this side of the border and then flies back home to Mexico. So I guess they're not illegal. They have some kind of paperwork done. But Amazon flies hundreds of flights every day into the United States from Mexico for labor. Tyson got child labor, yep. You guys know that all of your fast food uniforms are manufactured in Idaho, in a place in Idaho that is considered to be a Chinese country? Look that up if you don't know about it. There is sovereign Chinese territory inside Idaho. It's miles and miles big. They have their own shops, their own power generating facility and everything in Idaho, and they bring in Uyghur slave Muslims from the prison camps. It's been going on for at least 30 years. Crossbody bag is awesome. Thank you, Norhiko. Ethan, they definitely don't do. Okay, Ethan. We have one person we don't know, and we have 95 people on here who we do know. Shut down Chinese police station. And yes, there's hundreds of Chinese police stations across the United States. They shut down one in New York. One. Well known and documented. The burden of proof is on me. Ethan, fuck off somewhere else. I say what I say. You can go check it out, or you can not check it out. I don't give 2 shits whether you believe me or not. Don't fucking care. Go make your own fucking video, fuckhead. Yeah, Amazon, Walmart, Dollar General. Dollar General is really the insidious one currently. Wasn't there some Chinese warehouse in LA that got shut down for some, it was a biolab, and it was further up north than Los Angeles, but there was actually several of them in California that got caught with over 100 different viruses and lab mice and shit. And then they also busted one about a week later in Texas, but you never really heard much else about it after that. It was hot news for about 2 weeks, and then it just fucking dissolved. All you hardcore military guys always so quick to... You're banned. I don't have time for your bullshit. The beauty of this is you still hear me, Ethan. You're even typing right now, and you still see that you're typing. What you don't realize is nobody will ever fucking see you here again. Hardcore military types. I think what you mean is motherfucker who has worked the last fucking 50 years of his life, raised a family, pays employees, pays a fuckload of taxes. I pay more taxes every fucking week than you pay in an entire year. And I just get on the internet and talk to people I know. And every night, one of you little cunts shows up. DJ, how are you? Rural West Texas has a dollar store epidemic. Bro, we got 5 of them here in this county now. They have super low prices until the other stores can't compete and go out of business, and then they raise their prices. Dollar General is currently got a huge class action lawsuit, as does Walmart, because they're raising all their prices in the system and not raising them on the shelf. So you think you're buying something for $1 a piece, you buy 10 of it, but then it checks out at $150. What happened to all the farms burning down? They're still burning down. It's so common that you're not hearing about it. During Biden administration, they killed 8 million chickens. For a year, you'd hear the largest poultry producing facility in the United States burned down. All the largest poultry facilities burned down. Remember, it's illegal to not file your taxes, but not illegal to not pay them. Well, sooner or later, guys with guns do show up at your house. WEF prep for food hubs. World Economic Forum prep for food hubs. Explain what you're saying. I don't understand. I bet there's a Dollar General on the moon. Yeah, probably so. Dollar Tree is still $1.25. There's $6. Yeah, man, they're everywhere, dude. I like Dollar General. They always have what I need. I've been in a Dollar General one time only. Used to work at a Family Dollar. They wouldn't let me carry my sidearm. I had to literally put myself unarmed between a pregnant woman and a robber with a knife. Fucking crazy. Thinking about getting... Oh, do it, Joe Mama. What are you waiting on? Just go do it. Do it tomorrow. Get some chickens. Byron, what's up, bud? I think Family Dollar either sold out or just shutting down. Beth Emily, hello. So these are eggs from today. This bucket, well, this pitcher, and this pitcher. These are just today. These eggs right here are my second pull from last night. And then those are eggs from yesterday. So these are 2 days worth of eggs. And then these are just the dirty ones from the last few days. People come in here and want eggs, and I let them pull them or I pull them, and I always just throw the dirty ones over there. So we sell them for $4 a dozen, and I'll go like a week. Nobody comes in, and then all of a sudden in one day, people come in to buy more eggs than I have. And then I give Jeff 120 every week. He freeze dries them. And then I eat a ton of boiled eggs just because it's so convenient. Amanda boils me 20 eggs at a time. And then we'll go back to freeze drying also. You have some chickens. That's cool, getting eggs at work. Yeah, all my employees, none of my employees have bought eggs in the last 5 years. I've got over 100 chickens, probably closer to 200 right now. There's over 100 rabbits here. All the rabbits are pregnant. They're all starting to have babies. We have sheep in the back. Is that Falcor? No, I tried to buy... Do you remember, I don't know how old you are, do you remember Never Ending Story in the movie theater? They had Falcor hanging up in there, like a big puppet of him, a big stuffed animal. There was one of those that I tried to buy for years, and the guy wouldn't sell it. This is a tauntaun. This is a tauntaun right here. There's a taxidermist in Texas, and she does mostly museum work. She does very, very, like, incredible work. But she made this for me. And she does a full-size body one also, but it's 13 feet tall. And when I bought this, I wasn't putting taxidermy out in the garage yet. And I just didn't have enough. We're not 13 feet high in here. There's no place to put it. So I didn't buy the full body one. Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, we have Harvest Right freeze dryers. We actually, I think you're kind of new here. We used to have a Harvest Right sitting on that cart, and then we've got dehydrators and all kinds of shit. But in the last year, Amanda started making salves and oils and medicinals and stuff and soap. So she has a building right outside here. She's got a 12 by 14 foot building. 12 by 40. And that's her apothecary kitchen. So the freeze dryer got moved out there. You need a battle belt. I don't make a battle belt, buddy. Yeah, it does look like Falcor. You're right. Am I rich? If you ask 20-year-old me if I'm rich, I'd tell you, yeah, I'm really fucking rich. But having more money, here's how you need to look at money, okay? If you have $100,000 in the bank, you have 100 grand that you have access to for opportunities. And what that means is you have one opportunity that costs $100,000, or you have 100 opportunities that cost $1,000. Use them wisely. Am I rich? Let me tell you this. While you see all the stuff, you see the stuff. When I was 13 years old, I rode a bus and changed 2 buses, 90 minutes, an hour and a half to get to work at McDonald's to make $3.85. When I was 14, my neighbor would pick me up at 6 in the morning and we'd go by a McDonald's drive-through window, and he'd drop me off at a job site, mostly down by Mexico, with a sledgehammer, a pickaxe, and a wheelbarrow. And I would break up concrete slabs in these big-ass houses where people wanted to put in ponds. And then I'd pick all the concrete out, put it in a wheelbarrow, and wheel it around front. And then at 5 o'clock, when the truck got there, I would pick up all the concrete and put it in the truck. There was no internet. I didn't have a Walkman. I didn't listen to any music. I was there by myself and did this over and over and over. And then when I got older, keep in mind, I started working at 13. When I was 17 years old, I started doing this type of stuff, gear and surplus type shit. And that turned into learning how to sew. And I started this company when I was 17 years old. The name is Special Operations Equipment. I am now 53 years old. This property is 10 acres. This building here is 10,000 feet downstairs, and we put a 6,000 foot apartment upstairs. So, am I rich? Not really. It took me a long fucking time to get here because I was just dumb and didn't listen to people that were smarter than me. I kept friends who were beneath me rather than going where friends who were above me were. So yeah, at 53, I have some shit. But I would hope by the time my kids are 25, they have way more shit than me. Jose, what's up, buddy? If you want a battle belt, you need a tapered. We don't make tapered war belts anymore. Secretly carried my 25 in my pocket. I was there when a dude got shot in the face with a 25. It shot him right like at the front by his nose, and it ricocheted back and stuck behind his fucking ear. And when he went to Sharp Hospital, they used a scalpel and cut behind his ear and pulled the bullet out. Some of the richest people I know don't have a dime. I don't know what that means, buddy. We can play word games and tell everybody that money means nothing, and rich is a perspective. But in this instance, he's talking about money. So I don't know about money. Rich people don't have money. The most wealthy people don't have money in their names. The owner of Apple, Toyota, brought him a new car every month because you had 30 days before you had to register your car, and he didn't want to pay registration. So every month, Toyota would bring him a brand new car so that he never had to register the car. Drove just a Toyota car, the Steve Jobs, right? He could own any fucking car he wants. In the book, James Bond gun was a 25 caliber. I believe out of my truck. I live out of my truck currently. No, I am not rich by any means, but as long as I have air in my lungs, I'm blessed. Yeah, I mean, I've been homeless. If you know my story, you know. Most people who tell me how they have things so bad, I don't bother to tell them my story because telling them won't fucking help. They're already programmed themselves that they have it bad and they're never going to be able to come out of it. $25% tax Japanese car. Coming into the United States? Maybe. But if we're putting a 25% tax on Japanese cars, it's because Japan already has a 25% tax on American cars. And Norihiko, Toyota Tacomas are made in the United States, so there won't be a 25% tariff on a Toyota Tacoma. Pretty sure the Tundra is made in the United States, and what will happen is the 4Runner will also be made in the United States. I have food in my fridge, a few bucks in my bank, good friends, great. Yep. I don't play games either. I don't think any grown man should. You know what? I don't care. But most of my friends don't own video game systems. The ones that do are always the ones saying that they wish they could do some other. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Well, how many hours do you play video games every day? Toyota has a factory in Texas. Yep, I think there's one in Tennessee. They have several. My neighbor has lung cancer, panhandles every week to keep a roof over his head, and takes every cash job he can. Yep, and they will fucking penalize him if he gets a job, and they will kick him off of his medical system. 2-hour pursuit in Indy just ended. Dude stole a dozer. No shit. Bill Hill, bro. You live life however you want, man. You ever end up in a place where I am, walk up, shake hands, we'll have a conversation. I don't need to change your mind. You don't need to change mine. We can still be friendly. If you like some of the things I do, welcome. If you don't, there's a ton of internet, man. Tundra plant in San Antonio. I think it's been there since 2005. Yeah, I got a TRD Pro 4Runner that we just got here. We just got back here. We got a TRD Pro 4Runner right out front. I got a TRD Pro Tundra sitting right next to it. Trying to make an investment in significant others' sewing skills. He has been sewing a year, going to pick up a used Juki DNU 1541. What are the basics you check before agreeing to a sale? Does he know how to sew? Sew on that motherfucker. Does it sew? The consumable part, like most of the parts, you're not going to have anything wrong in one of those big sewing machines. I don't know what that model is, but I've got 1508s, so I assume it's an even bigger model. It's probably a big bobbin, big carrier. It's probably horizontal bobbin carrier like that. There's not really anything to go wrong on those machines. How are the animals doing? The animals are great. I don't know how frequently you're around here. I don't have reptiles. Like, I've not had any reptiles in years. For people that don't know, I had thousands of I had 2 full-time reptile guys. I have farm animals now, and they're all good. When's the last time you drove a long time, dude? We've not driven. We took the big Porsche, the 4-door, into Nashville, like during the lockdowns, and they weren't taking care of the freeways and interstates. So the next weekend we bought a 4Runner just so we had a new vehicle that you could run at speed, and we put, bumpers and sliders and put all the shit on there. And then right after that, I bought the Tundra. So we've just been running trucks, really. We've not ran any of the cars. So I covered my garden with my leaves last fall. Do I till them into the dirt? I wouldn't. I wouldn't till them. I don't till. Like I don't. We just layer and layer and layer and layer and layer. Factory reminds me of the original Lafayette Venetian blinds. Oh, maybe, yeah. Sewing machines everywhere, yeah. Time to load the woods. Oh yeah, I bet. Missed the snake room. Watching the farm of all this good stuff. Yeah. I film video every day. And I'm like, maybe I'll build a video again and put it together. But when I put them up, they get like 5 comments. They're literally not worth my time doing. I get emails all the time, and people are like, man, I missed the compound videos. But when I do them, they're not important enough for people to fucking comment on them. So I have a lot more time by doing half as many videos. Yeah, full-size pickup trucks are very expensive, yeah. I like the little Japanese trucks. The newer one they just came out with. First garden tilling job last Wednesday. Nice. Spring's here too. Spring is here for sure. We're pretty warm. We just bought some more plant starts, some jalapenos and different stuff from Lowe's tonight. 3 things recommend to a new homestead owner. Wins and losses you've learned. Stop over analyzing it and just fucking plant some shit. Even if you plant it in the wrong place, a lot of times you can relocate it. Capture all the water you can and have some way to hold it, and then secondly have some way to direct it where you need it. If you don't have a place where you need the water and it's uphill to capture, put a structure in. You're never going to wish you didn't have a structure, even if it's just a roof, like a patio cover, right? Just stuff to put equipment under, someplace animals can get under for shade, someplace to keep straw bales dry, stuff like that, right? Any roof surface you have, make sure you have gutters and capture that water. Number 1, fences. Fences. You need fences to keep predators out and define your boundaries. And fences keep dogs in. Dogs keep predators out. Fences keep dogs in. And then just start developing your soil, man. If you don't have, you need a way to get wood chips. If you can't get wood chips, get a wood chipper. And just fucking start building soil. This place was a gravel pit when we bought it. Like literally 50% of it was just rock and dirt. And we just kept putting wood chips, like thousands of dump trucks of wood chips on top of the soil. And now we have soil. Get crops in. The best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. The next best time was yesterday. So the next best time after that is tomorrow. Get trees in place. Get your border in place. You need shade. Japanese friend asked me to open ramen restaurant Las Vegas. Oh, I love it, dude. We go eat ramen all the time, man. Oil-free freeze dryer. Yeah, that new pump they have, we have the big oilless pump, but that new pump they have is pretty good. I would not spend the extra $1,000 to get the oilless now. I'd get that one that comes, the Extreme or whatever. Toyota Tech, no, not the Technical. They have a new for consumer truck out that's pretty nice. And it's not one of the K trucks either. It might be a K truck, but the newer one. Yeah, good chainsaw. Good chainsaw. Next big plan for the compound? I don't know, man. I don't know. You saw a ton of movement because we were making videos and having events. I stopped having events and stopped making videos, so I don't have to show a ton of progress anymore. I spent fucking so much money doing homesteading shit, and it never paid for itself. The content never paid for itself. The events, I completely lost money doing those events. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to do. And the other thing, too, like, start doing shit. Like, this building, if we came onto this property, especially after being here on the property and owning the property for 10 years, I would not put this building here. I would have the property more connected, right? I've got front property, back property, and then the building. And the 10,000 square foot building's a big building. I would have everything in a completely different place. And if you're doing a new build and you can afford to, put a fucking basement in. You can have a ton of square footage underground that nobody fucking sees. Have a steel 462, 500, 661. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Husqvarnas, and I recently got a steel. I wouldn't buy another single Husqvarna after owning a steel. The steel, and you hear all the time, man, it's like Chevy and Ford. But guys get Husqvarnas because Lowe's sells Husqvarnas. Tractor Supply sold Husqvarnas. And you got to go to a more specialty place to see steel. The steel saw, fucking I just think it's just so much simpler to start. I don't even know where, I thought I was going to walk over here and show you a steel saw. I don't even know where my steel saw is. There's probably 20 of these orange ones. I wonder where my steel saw is. It's sitting here somewhere. We moved everything, pushed everything back because we were supposed to have a tornado, so we pulled some stuff in here. There it is. There's another one. Steel blower is running now, 20-year, nice. A tractor, and like I bought a tractor, right? I own a John Deere 35 horsepower. It doesn't have enough lift to do what I need to do. You can't lift enough shit with it, with the bucket. Works fine for a bush hog, but once I bush hogged once, I didn't need to bush hog anymore. And now I have a skid steer. Buy commercial equipment. You get a skid steer and an excavator, do fucking everything you need to do. Plus, you can take that skid steer and excavator and go make money with it if you have to. Yeah, the SWAT skid steers are pretty neat, aren't they? Used to drop steel saws in the bay, fish them out, disassemble them, spray them WD-40. Yeah, my neighbor has an old Ford tractor. I like the appeal of the Ford tractor. It'll beat you to shit. Ford tractor's fucking, let's be real, it's a horrible fucking tractor. But a Ford tractor will run on anything. It'll run when other shit won't. I have 3 steels, 2 Husqvarnas, never an issue with any, but steels are easy. Yeah, the starting sequence on the steel is just easier. Steel makes 3 different lines of saws. One is for homeowner with the plastic case. The Pro saw is magnesium. The Pro will last a long time and you can rebuild them. I have one with a plastic case. I do have a Pro Husqvarna saw. I'm with Pro Steel all the way. Got steel saws that are over 20 years old. Good info. 1954 F600 Ford tractor. That's a big tractor, huh? Runs like a champ. You beat the shit out of it. Yeah. Aren't those the ones that have the ass bucket seats? Just has the metal seat formed to your butt. Always look at parts and service availability. Yeah. When I moved here, we had a steel dealer in town. We do not. I get my steels from not Tractor Supply. What's the other place? Not Farm Fleet. Rural King. And they have a lot of them, man. You go to a Rural King, man, they got so many saws. Went to an apple tree trimming class today, run by a 79-year-old orchard pro. Did he tell you about throwing the cat by the tail through the tree? Did you hear that? Every time I hear an old guy talk about pruning apple trees, he's like, if you take a cat and you throw it by the tail and it reaches out and can stop itself from going between the limbs, you didn't cut enough apple. Tim Riley just came in and trimmed all our apple trees and pears and peaches. And then actually, yes, cat shouldn't hit. Did he say that, Kiri? Did you hear him? Did he actually say it? And then he took some of the limbs and tied onto them and weighted them so that the limbs, because they want to grow up, and we want the limbs to grow out. After we got hit by a tornado last May in northeast Oklahoma, I ran my steel saw for 2 weeks. Yeah, Bear runs all steel saws, and they do tons and tons of tornado stuff. You should get a steel 201 top handle saw, really small, so you can carry on the quad. I've got some electric saws that have been pretty good for that, and I've got a small Echo for Amanda. Yeah, it was a class opener. Yes, grow horizontal for yearly production. Yep. And then depending on the fruit tree, some fruit trees grow fruit on old growth and some only grow on new growth. Most of our figs came through the winter. Like we snapped out all the dead branches, but all the big growth on the figs, it's all still alive. It's not dead. Old window weights work great for trim. Oh yeah, I bet they would. I bet they would, man. And now they've got all kinds of like plastic spring tensioners and metal tensioners. Like the little spring thing you put on your finger, you know, when they've had your finger splinted for a month, waiting for take the pins out. And then they give you one that's like a reverse spring. They make those for fruit tree limbs. So you put them on there, and then they just kind of make the tree grow the direction you want it to. They have those for tomatoes too. Milk jugs. Oh, good idea, yeah. We save all the cat litter containers to put water in just for emergency flushing toilets. And it's now to the point where I have 1,000 of them. Those would work really well for that. RV show, 200,000 for a van. Oh, hell yeah, easy, dude. Why do I not make a war belt? I don't have anybody on the production floor that can make them. And I have a lady named Linda, and she is over 70 years old. And she is only able to work a day a week, and that's who made all the war belts, me and her. And John just has too much other shit going on. A war belt, I get $250 for it, and I get $1,200 for a chest rig or a LBV. So John builds LBVs. Yeah, Linda is a badass. She's the second lady that I hired when I moved here. She has worked for you'll see her post when people are talking shit like on the local Facebook page. She's like, I've worked for John for 25 years. If you've ever been to a party, she's been at all of the parties. She's been at every one of my parties. We're going to do a SOE class. We don't know when. We'll probably do a very small one with 10 people. It'll probably be you show up on Friday, we set you on a machine and you piddle around and we just hang out and bullshit. And then Saturday, we will teach you to sew a product. And then Sunday, we will sew another product. Unless you just completely suck, in which case you'll only get through one product. But that'll be probably a 10-person class, and we don't know what we don't know. So that's why it's going to be 10 people. And then the next class will probably be 20 people. What kind of bag was in the short a couple hours ago? I didn't say what it was. It's not been named. We have a bag similar to it. This one is different, and we eventually will probably make a larger version of it also. As that bag sits, though, you can put 6x6 utility pockets on each side of it, so you could put 4, which would expand the bag almost twice the volume. You could also put 4 rifle mags on the face of it, or you could put 4 CQB mags, which would give you 8 M4 mags. So it has a lot of versatility. The walls inside are Velcro lined, so you can put a large mesh pocket or 2 small mesh pockets. And the zippers zip all the way down the bag, so when you unzip it, you can splay it out and really access everything that's inside it. Radio Made Easy has base stations as well as mobiles. He does, yeah. You like the Expensify option? I think the Expensify option, what do we charge for it? 25 bucks? We would charge way fucking more for what we're giving you for the 25 bucks on a real product. And then if it's colored thread, it'll fucking look badass with the Expensify option. There's a custom option also. The custom option lets you order your weird colors so you can be all matchy-match. You already have an idea for the bag. What would you do with the bag? Chris Watkins, hey, did you see that video I sent you earlier? I think I sent it on Instagram. What's the fucking point to that? Why is he cutting all those limbs up high in those trees like that? It'd make a great roadside bag, dude. It really would. Will a 3-liter water bladder fit into the mini pack? Yeah, it's going to take up most of the volume. 3-liter water bladder is your 102-ounce Camelback, right? Will it go in? Absolutely. It'll eat up a lot of the volume, though. Chris, I think I sent it to you on Facebook or Instagram. It's just this dude that climbs up a ladder, and the ladder he's using is like 2 ladders side by side, so it's got rungs for both feet and hands. He runs way up in these trees that look to be pine trees. I'd say he's probably going up 10 to 15 feet. And then he's clipping off all these like dead limbs as though the pine tree is self-pruning itself. And he's doing it with loppers. He doesn't have a saw. So I don't know what the point to the video is. Somebody's getting some nice belts. Make a great go bag as well as certain med. Oh, it'd make a great. I think it's probably bigger than you realize. It as it sits, bigger than a tool bag. As it sits right now, it's 12 inches wide, 8 inches tall, and 7 inches deep. It's right here. One of those belts is yours, Norihiko. Yeah, one of them's yours. I know that I cut your belt. I saw an order. It has some other stuff on it. The only thing left was the belt. I don't see a belt here with multicam, but I know that your belt has been cut. I would suspect it's already in a box to ship out. I actually pulled all of your orders. But most of them can't just be pushed through. Most of them have like the bigger LBVs on them, the modulars. How can Amazon China make bags and purchase for $15 different kind of Cordura? I really think their Cordura is about the same. It's just not made in our mills, and their labor costs much less. And they don't have, a ton of it's going to be EPA and environmental shit. They don't have the OSHA regulations. They don't have the fines. They don't have government being in the way of making shit. They have government making people make shit. I don't think this one's you. No, that's David. This is a different guy. Yours are multicam black key fobs, right? I don't know. They're cut, though. They're cut. Or in a box. Maybe so the tree will put more energy, growing taller, removing some of the limbs so it's not weight. Maybe so. Partly why a bag might smell like kerosene when I get it. I don't know why a bag would smell like kerosene. You got a bag from us that smells like kerosene? I have no idea. There's a fuck ton of kerosene and gasoline here, but it's not inside the building. Condor makes decent stuff, but it's a quarter the price. Just crazy. I would rather have gear that supports Americans. Condor stuff isn't making anything compared to what we make. I've seen tons of Condor shit fucking fail, like brand new Condor. I don't think is Condor even in business anymore? Condor's what, a Korean company, wasn't it? I don't believe they're using US manufacturing either. Yep, one is OD, one is black. There's several other Japanese dudes also with those on order. The tanker in Demo Ranch's last video today looked to be wearing a jungle kit. I don't know. I've not watched any of Demo Ranch's videos. He keeps saying he's stopping YouTube and this is the last video, and I just stopped fucking watching them. Your message, I don't see a message from you saying that. You posted it on here? Post it again right now and see. Switch over to live chat. I saw your comment about gutters. That is new paint order, oil. Received a package from Amazon that smelled like a sewage plant. I would suspect just something else, something got on it. I mean, Amazon does sell sewage, right? I mean, they sell like fish emulsion and fertilizers and all kinds of stuff. Who the fuck is this little bitch? Is the guy mad that you canceled his order?
Oh, I haven't even gotten there yet. It's some dude that unsubscribed. Yeah. He said, okay, I appreciate your help, thanks.
Good.
Fuck you, you little bitch.
Yeah. You gave him plenty of help.
Fucking complaining.
Fresh batch of beard oil and concentrated pain oil. I've never seen 511 for sale at Walmart. I go to 511 stores, like when we're running through a city that has one, because we don't. We stop in there. I buy a few things here and there. Like I've bought their pants and stuff. I look at their packs. They're fucking so heavy. Like people say my shit's heavy. And then they make all their stuff run so you have to use their pouches. None of our pouches will fit in a 511 bag. They have this fucking completely askew grid. No, you'll never have an SOE bag fail. Coming from someone who worked around Amazon for years, fragile means throw it harder. Yeah, I think they do it on purpose. And you see all the ring cameras of the drivers just fucking trying to destroy shit. Used paint oil a little while ago. Yeah, it works, buddy. It works, man. Dave Pack 2018. Guys, we have gear out there from, we have gear out there before 2000. A lot of it. Like if you go back to 2000, between 2099 to, I don't know, 2003, we were producing more gear every day than we do right now in a week. Thoughts on ballistals for gun cleaning and upkeep? I don't even know what that means, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the jeans for everyday wear, the stretch in them. I don't care for it. I like Kohl's. I bought the 511s because they had enough pockets for farm work, and I didn't want to fucking tear up all my Kohl's. Is that night vision camo a gimmick? It doesn't work anymore. It was like Desert Storm. It looks neat though, doesn't it? Do I have anything in the shop? Yeah, I have tons of stuff, man. The other building's full of it. A lot of people don't realize we still have the other property, and that's got 1, 2, 3 buildings on the other property, full of shit that I moved here from San Diego with. This rig right here is 2000-ish. That's a CQB subload. Trim them like that so they will get more sun and grow better. Got it.
The orange cat's back.
The orange cat's back. Tasmania is Vietnam. Tasmanian tiger. Yep, I've seen some of that stuff. I watched a Sanford and Son show and they were dropping the N-word. Yeah, my dad used to watch Sanford and Son. I can't remember shit I need to know, but how the fuck do I remember Sanford and Son's music? Yeah, it's definitely spray painted. The other property, it's full of everything that we use it for storage. It's full of all the old equipment and just everything. We walked out of there, moved in here, and didn't bring anything old here. We could walk into that other shop and turn business on Monday if we had to. Possible to upgrade my mystery box to Expensify. No, I don't have a way to do it, buddy. Place a new order and we'll refund your other order. I'm not going to make Amanda dig through all that shit and figure that out. Andy Griffith, don't be dropping in words. Yeah, it's on a piece of land. I think we got, I don't know, there's an acre and a half there, maybe 2. What, do you work for the IRS? Love Sam. Man, I haven't seen Sanford and Son in so long. Who was that? Red Skelton? Is that who that was? Fat cat in your little black hat. Seen it on one of the other videos. I just only saw the building, not the property. Got it. Yeah, I mean, if you go back to the old videos, we've been doing YouTube videos for, well, I say 14 years, probably closer to 20 now. If you go back the old videos, they're all there. Everything's there. 1000D black mags? No 1000. I only make shit out of 1000 when I'm out of 500. Was that a mountain lion? No, that's just a really fat cat. There's 3 of them. I do have a mountain lion in here. Larry, Moe, and Curly, yeah. Cat look large. Yeah, we call that fat. That's fat. That's not large. There are some large cats. That is the fat cat. And there's a mountain lion up there laying there. Cat by accident? Fuck no. No, you can't ship a cat by accident. People used to ship children all over. You know that? Look up baby trains. Look up mailing children by mail. Yeah, you always need a good shop cat. I have 5 kittens coming here to live as soon as they're weaned. 5 more. We live in a forest, man. We really do. Palamo, I can't read what you wrote. Translate that to English. This is a fat. No, the fat one. The fat one eats nothing but food. The fat one can't move fast enough to eat mice. The other 2 eat mice. The deal is, there was a litter of kittens. There was 3 kittens, and the mom put them in a skid steer. I was using the skid steer, not knowing the kittens were in there, and it killed mom, and one of the babies was dead, and then the other baby was this one, and the Siamese looking one. And I gave them to Amanda, and I'm like, here's 2 kittens. You can feed them, or I will feed them to an animal. And she's like, I'll feed them. Well, that one cat right there, it's just been askew from day one. He's just, in nature, mother would have killed that animal. Able to make it for the last half, could you show the size of the crossbody versus a fupa? The crossbody bag is much smaller than a fupa. The double wide crossbody bag is larger than a fupa. And they are not at all the same thing. If you want a fupa, get a fupa. Yeah, the cat's literally retarded. I guess if you laid it sideways. Whereas this one, you're going to carry, this works great as a crossbody bag. And then the double wide crossbody bag is just like your mobile home. The double is twice the size. Crossbody holds a 48. Do you make butt packs? Are you talking about like a fanny pack? Yes. Are you talking about a butt pack? Yes. You make a pretty killer butt pack. I would go as far as to say we make the best butt pack. If we didn't, I would add the features that would make it the best. Here's the butt pack. The drawstring liner allows you to expand the size of the butt pack 100%. You can literally double it. It tucks inside if you don't want it. It does have a drawstring liner if you want it. Has a pocket in the lid. There is scuba webbing inside so that the handle and the stuff sewn on the lid cannot rip off. You can actually lift somebody with this, especially when tied on to our LBV with the shoulder pads. You can lift a guy up and literally throw him if you need to. Has 2 rows of pals, so you can mount it high or low. These clips clip into our padded suspender set or our LBVs. You have 4 columns of pals on the side, which means this is 6 inches this way. There's a piece of scuba webbing sewn in here that supports this so that this can't slop down and slouch. You have 22 inches of webbing under the bag, And what that means is you can put an isomat, a bedroll, a ghillie suit, a poncho, whatever you want there. It will also compress the bag so that the bag does not move around if it's not full. You also have 22 inches of webbing to close the lid. And they are so long so that if your rain fly is up and you put some shit in this bag that should not be there, you will still be able to secure that bag and contain the contents. And that's our butt pack. Is that what you were asking about? Going to order one of the XL danglers. Why don't you just order it now? Did we close them already? Are they not orderable? Will the crossbody bag fit a Glock 17? You can get it in the crossbody bag for sure, not in this back pocket though. Both walls inside are Velcro lined. Yes, you could put a Glock 17 in there. You could do better with other things though. The butt pack's big, but the beauty of it is it compresses down super small if you don't need it to be that big. I would rather have a butt pack that can expand out larger than I need it to. Here it is on a piece of kit to show you kind of what it looks like just sitting at ease. The standard FUPA totally holds a 17, absolutely, and works great as a crossbody bag. You can wear it crossbody, ride a motorcycle, horse, mountain bike, drive, and it also comes with shoulder straps if you want to use it more secure. Gumby, it does not have a ship time, but the longer you wait, there's not going to come a day where you order it and get it. It's never going to happen. We got probably 100 of them on order. We just made the very first one a week ago. They're going to run them. We're going to ship that 100. There's going to probably be 6. We'll probably have 12 to 18 extras, but by the time they finish up, none of those extras will be there. You're not ever going to just order some shit and have it shipped to you. And I get it, man. I wouldn't want to wait either. Unfortunately, there's 1,000 people that will order that shit and wait for it. So the guy who doesn't want to wait, he never gets his turn. Tool bag with pouches, tool bag and a mag holder, hook Velcro inside. Yep, totally do it. I've not seen any of the Russian butt packs, man. Our butt pack, I have made this butt pack for over 30 years. That's the butt pack the SEALs used to get. And we didn't have a zipper here. We didn't have Powell's webbing here. We didn't have Powell's webbing here. And it had just scuba webbing on the back for attachments. Other than that, it's the exact same butt pack, same pattern set even. Same thing, Force Recon, Amphibious Recon, everybody got issued that. All the sniper platoons got issued that butt pack. That's the butt pack. And it's even better today. Would I ever sell an LBV kit with butt pack and mag pouches built out? We do. Why don't you could have bought one for the last 10 years. I sell the LBVs right here. I'll even sell you this LBV right here. That's a Rally Man. It holds 12 M4 mags or 8 308 mags. I even have an OD black butt pack that you could get with it. And what was the other thing you asked for? Mag pouch. The mag pouches are on there. If you want that, that is $1,200. If you want that, I will even give you the butt pack and we'll ship it to you Monday. If you want that, message me on Instagram, tell me you want it. You're going to pay me through Cash App. We'll ship it to you Monday. I don't see why you'd want to be a SEAL when you could go next door and be a pirate at SWIC. You know, we have some SWIC guys on this video every night, don't you? Maybe you don't know that. How long's the wait for a mini backpack? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean the mini pack? Order a Woodland one right now. It'll ship to you Monday. There's 6 of them here. I'm sure some of them are sold, but I'm sure one's available. Just ordered a bunch of sap. You're going to love them, man. They fucking really work. Like, we used that shit for half a year to a year before we ever put them out. Before you guys ever even heard she was making them, we used them because she wasn't going to sell them. He read some books. What'd you order, Iron Weld? What'd you order, man? You ordered custom. What'd you get? An Alpine one? Right. No shit, custom mini. I get it. What color? White. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Alpine. You ordered Alpine. They're building Alpine right now. You're probably the reason we're making it because you ordered a custom. They're right here. And they're building a couple extras. 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. It looks like, yeah, there's probably yours plus 3. There'll be 3 extras of those. Those are the shoulder pads. I don't know where the other pieces are, but they're out here. I'll bet this is them right here. That's your insides. I don't see any Alpine. I know they cut it though. I saw, here it is. Yours will be super fucking nice with the multi-cam black Velcro on there. Is that the last of the Alpine? I have some Alpine here. We are building guys that ordered shit, custom shit. That's what's getting built with it. Here you say Premier Armor has soft armor. Premier Armor does have, yeah, they sure do. Premier Body Armor. If you use code SOE, go on Premier's website and search SOE or Special Operations Equipment. They have 4 specific products cut specifically for our bags. And they Velcro in place, and they have Velcro on the face. So if you put it, for instance, in your fupa, it'll Velcro in, and then it has Velcro so you can still put all your shit on the face of the armor. So you don't lose any real estate inside the bag. They're about a 1/4 inch thick. Great product. Premier Body Armor. Thanks, Chuck. There's the link, guys. Check it out. Use code SOE. I think it'll get you 10% off. I need some Tibetan gear. I don't know what that is. Anybody translate that or understand what he's saying? Yeah, they make armor that goes in a couple of our micro rigs and armor that goes in our FUPA and our XL FUPA, I think. I think he means Flecktarn gear. Yo, babe. Now show me them titties. You know Bloodhound Gang? It's only the best band in the entire world. Mom, Dad, this is Chasey. Chasey, this is my mom and dad. the wife and I went to a mouse race for the city firefighters tonight, and was surprisingly a pretty good time. That's pretty. I would definitely go to a mouse race. It sounds awesome. A mouse race, or a frog hopping contest, or a turtle contest. That'd be good too. Tibertarn, Tibetan tarn is a fleck tarn the Chinese use in Tibet. Got it. You're not ever going to get that from me, man. The fact that I don't even know what it is. Flea circus. I remember seeing, where was I? San Jose Beach, maybe? Santa Barbara Beach. One of the big tourist beaches, right? I was there with my father when I was a young kid, and they had a flea circus. But I never saw the flea circus. Yeah, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. That's right, but we do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. Who was the guy when I showed the skull pouch? He was on the videos every night, like begging for this thing. And I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. And now there are two. I've showed this. Not a single person said anything. That's how this shit happens and doesn't happen. We just kind of sneak it in and show it. And when nobody comments on it, we never build. That's why we never built these subgun mag pouches. We showed them 100 times. And like 2 guys said, hey, can I get one of those? Kiss me where it smells fun. Yeah, I'd rather hump myself with a, what did she say, rants? I'd rather eat rancid tuna fish out of my own pussy. I'd rather hump myself with a splintered baseball bat. I don't think that guy's around anymore. I haven't seen him in forever. I'll buy it for him. Yeah, I did tell him no. I finally like, hey, if you want to stay here, stop asking me for this fucking thing. Can you do a Marlboro Reds 100s pouch for my dad? He smokes 4 packs. Are they still the same size? You know, I would go buy a pack of cigarettes to do that for your dad. Shit it all over that. He did say that. It was young Dolph with a fucking giant tour bus in fucking Camden. And I'd pulled up in my Range Rover and he's like, ugh, you shitted all over that thing. And I'm like, hey, young Dolph just told me I shitted all over this Range Rover. What's that mean? It sucks. I'm just now seeing that. Are there any more in stock? What are we talking about, Gunner? Oh, the dip pouches? You'll probably see one soon. It'll probably be something we do in a promo code or something. Malice clip. Yeah, we saw malice clips, Bob. We got the longs. I don't have any of the shorts. Just search them on the website. They're there. We're trying to get the website. We have a problem with the website. We got a buddy that built the website, and it was completely incredible for a long time. And he has been like the moderator. He's been in charge of the website and stuff. And he did like a custom template. So we can't just add all the apps and have it work without completely fucking up the website depending. And we have an app that will just add basically, so each product you go to, it will say, would you like to add the appropriate amount of malice clips for this product? It'll say, would you like to add 3 long malice clips? And instead of having to jump pages and add them, you will just say yes. So it'll say like, this is our 12 gauge micro. Would you like to add a FUPA dangler? Yes. Would you like to add padded H set, which will allow you to wear a hydro carrier? Yes or no. Now that you've added the H set, would you like to add the hydro carrier? Yes. So it just automatically will order those just by checking the boxes. And that's our hopes, is to get the website updated to that. But currently, unfortunately, we have our website's very outdated, and it doesn't say on every page, hey motherfucker, you might want to add an H harness because They don't tangle up as much when you put them on, and they'll allow you to wear a hydro carrier. And we just haven't typed out all that text on everything and made you jump from page to page. But yes, we do have malice clips. Yeah, it's an upsell app. We're in Shopify, but we're told we cannot just, we have the app. We've not added it. We're in the process of that. The concern is that we add it and it jumbles up parts of the website. It does double up as a hockey puck pouch. For anybody who doesn't know why you might want to carry a hockey puck, on a lot of dual sport motorcycles, when you put your side stand down, especially on uncamber stuff or in parking lots when they're super hot, the asphalt's hot, you put a hockey puck down so that your side stand doesn't sink into the hot asphalt. I don't know why this gentleman wants to carry one, but that's the information I know as to why to carry one. $10 a pack, so he switched to Winston's because they're cheap. They're the same size, right? Sucks, I'm just now seeing that. Oh, got it. We already read that. Just received 6 mag rig and dangler. Tried them out. First class. Yeah, they're great, Bob. They're great. And that rig already comes with a padded H set, which means you can add a hydro carrier to the back. Why would you want to do that? Because it'll put 100 ounces of water on your back. It will also help balance that weight out somewhat. Now, if you just got a 6 mag, I'm guessing you got an OD. I do not currently have an OD hydro carrier though. But if you order one, we'll build you one. The more apps slow Shopify down, I'll have an account for my e-commerce side gig right on. Our Shopify account's pretty fucking big. It's pretty cumbersome. The Shopify theme is super custom and in code. The theme will make the apps malfunction and not work properly until the theme is updated. We might just need to remove the theme. If you do make a SIG pouch, could you make it fit 100s? It will fit shorts as a byproduct. I'll take 2. Yeah, we'll probably build that, dude. We'll probably build that. That's I don't smoke cigarettes. Never have. But that seems appealing. I like the way cigarettes smell. I like the way tobacco stores smell. Maybe just redo it. Yeah, we might have to. Granddad was a firefighter, and they would use scrap wood under the truck to keep it from settling in the asphalt. Yeah, it's called cribbing. Yeah, it's called cribbing. They carry a bunch of cut 4x4s. Our rescue squad comes in here, and they took all their cribbing and drilled through, and we made handles for all their cribbing so they could pull them out. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a good evening. Come on, man. You ain't using those hockey puck grenades for Die Hard. Were there hockey puck? I don't remember hockey puck grenades in Die Hard. What else could you use them? When he said it, I thought he meant like for throwing out the window at vehicles or something. Shopify code liquid is its own best HTML powered weird stuff. Huh. Down for a dip pouch. 0-aught buckshot, what up? Shotgun pump on my lap at all times. All right, guys, good night.